What's going on, bro? Let's come on in, hit the like button for me and share for me. What's up? Come on in, hit the like button for me and share for me, man. Come on in, hit the like button and share for me. We got a free giveaway today. We're giving away more crypto we found. Free giveaway, so y'all stay locked in with that. And scrolling at the bottom for the people asking if you want to get involved with the stock market. But check me out. Here we go. Check this video. I love this video.
Every other study backs up this conclusion. Warren Buffett, self-made billionaire. Howard Schultz, born in poverty. Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty. Jeff Bezos, self-made billionaire. Elon Musk, self-made billionaire. Sarah Blakely, self-made billionaire. What is it that these people know that you don't? Truth is,
Mike Jeans.
Here's the two-dimensional equation that you've been taught. Money equals salary earned from a job. Past a certain point, the prospect of getting a job becomes the sole purpose of your education. So what's wrong with that, you ask? I'm going to assume that if you're watching this, you want to make money, a lot of it, and in as short amount of time as possible. If that is your goal, then this equation for generating money will never get you there. We all have one precious resource, the most important resource of all, and once it's gone, there's no way of getting it back. That resource is time. In a standard job, the amount of money you earn is dependent
on the super chat, bro.
Into the job.
Robbie, go appreciate that, bro.
And worked 40 hours a week, it will take you nearly 24 years to reach a total of $1 million. But that is without subtracting any taxes or any expenses that you will incur over 24 years. And let's not forget that inflation would make your $1 million less valuable. The reality is that on a salary of $20 an hour, you can only really be a millionaire at an old age by living frugally. And most of that precious resource known as time has slipped through your fingers. You traded all that time for money, and it wasn't even a substantial amount either. So again, you ask yourself, how is it then that there are self-made millionaires and billionaires at such young ages? What makes them so different? And the truth is, they have a better equation than you. They have a way of understanding money that you haven't quite grasped yet.
Okay, Vaughn, what's going on, bro? Mike Jean, what's up? It's a video, man. It's one of the videos I give to some of the people that I help manage their finances.
Pay very close attention now.
Just try to get their mind right.
Chasing money. In a capitalist society, the rules of the game are as follows. You perceive your value, they are the market.
This is a video I show the people to get their head right, to get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? Because part of it is about what you think, what you believe.
Consumers of the economy. The market is you,
that look like a
your
G today,
friends, your family, your neighbors, your country. People complain that football players are overpaid, but for players to be paid millions, there has to be a market for the football industry in the first place. People have to see the value in football in the first place for them to want to spend money on matches and merchandise. And if the market is a high demand for football, guess what happens to the players who are at the top of their game? They are paid generously for it. It's not about how hard you work. The cleaner that's sweating and tiring himself out every day is paid far less than the accountant sitting behind a desk. Why? Because the market perceives the value of what the cleaner does to be far less than the accountant. As harsh as it may sound, the cleaner can be replaced by anybody. It isn't difficult to learn how to do his job, and therefore the market will not pay him more than the accountant, the guy who spent years studying numbers, the guy who has saved his clients thousands on their taxes. But even so, we just discussed how getting a job isn't the right equation to amassing a great amount of wealth in a shorter period of time. So then how can we increase our perceived value? What is it about people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? Bezos that makes their perceived value so high? The first step to this equation of wealth is quite simple. If you want money, solve problems. If you take a second to digest this statement, you'll realize that just about all money runs from this basic premise. If it solves a problem, money will be thrown at it. If it's $1 million problem, then the solution will make you millions. If it's $1 billion problem, then the solution will make you billions. Think about all the problems that a site like Amazon solves. The hassle of going to a store, the hassle of having to wait weeks for a delivery, cheaper prices, and so on. Not to mention all the other companies that Amazon owns and the problems that those companies solve. Jeff Bezos helped solve $1 billion problem and was rewarded favorably for doing so.
I see what you did.
If you've been chasing money, then you've been doing it all wrong. It sounds almost paradoxical, but if you want money, it isn't money that you should be
You ain't
looking
missed
for.
nothing. We
You
just
should be
watching the
looking for
video.
problems, and more important, solutions to those problems. And once you've found that solution, make a business around it.
So now we're able to still connect with our community.
Wait,
Start
this
over
number.
again.
There's you. You're probably working a job right now, one that you got from the degree that you studied for in university.
I
You
rewind
probably
it a
don't
little
have
bit.
much. Your living expenses seem ridiculously high. You feel as though you're not paid enough. You have credit card debt that needs taking care of. Maybe you're a student studying for a degree that you hope can land you a job that you hope can bring in some good money. You probably don't have any savings, only a pesky student debt hanging above your head. Wealth? Getting rich? That all seems like a distant dream. How did they do it, you ask yourself? Seeing all those millionaires, billionaires, especially the ones who got there at such a young age, it baffles you. It makes you angry. They got lucky. They were born into wealth. They cheated their way to that. Money doesn't make them happy. It's evil. And
Sounds
you're
just
not
like
smart
haters,
enough
right?
to those dreams you had of buying that mansion, your favorite sports car, paying off your mortgage, traveling around the world, they'll forever remain that way. Just dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh realization. It's a rigged game. It's been a rigged game from the start. And you're on the losing side of it.
Period.
But what if I told you
Period.
you were wrong? What if there was a way of getting there? An actual equation to wealth, a science behind the way money works. What if you didn't have to abandon those dreams of paying off your parents' mortgage or traveling around the world? Would you call me a liar for saying so? I promise that I'm not. And by the end of this video, you'll understand. There's a side to the coin that you're not being shown.
Randy, you see I'm
I
competing
warn
with
you,
Cowherd.
the road is tough. It's filled with struggle. It's filled with ups and downs. It will mean swallowing some difficult truths that the school system and society haven't told you yet. And let me be clear, there are many of you who will not make it to the end of this road. But for those of you that do, at the end of this road lies wealth beyond what you thought you could attain. At the end of that road lies the freedom of never having.
What's going on, man? It's just a video I usually show people when we start talking about investing and getting their money right and getting it. It's a mindset video to try to help them with their mindset, help them understand the difference between investing and trading time for dollars. What's going on with you guys, bro? Chop, what's good? Brandon Howard, Footballville competing with Cowherd. You see I'm competing with Cowherd? Cowherd big time, big dog. Mr. Chapman, you see Miami going off the Texas Longhorn linebacker? Yeah, I heard about that. Is that true? D, what did I miss? Nothing. Matt Brandon, when you do football coverage on small FCS schools, also do you recommend Forex, which is foreign exchange market, which is faster than stocks? I don't recommend Forex I wouldn't recommend Forex to a beginner. Forex is a skill. That's actually what I started studying. It's a skill. It's something that has to be learned. It's an active thing also. It's not something you walk away, you put your money into and you walk away and it grows. That's not what it is. It's a skill. You got to be in it to win it. You got to be actually in the trading to win it. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it to a beginner. I mean, but if you want to learn and sit down and study and put the time in, you can. You can make a lot of money with it. Sterling, you said it's like an afternoon show now. Rod, appreciate it, man. Rod, appreciate the super chat, man. We don't use that super chat enough, dog. Got to get some more people in here, man, so y'all don't feel like y'all can just talk to me. Anthony Mazzano says states should pass restrictions on big charter schools like IMG, St. John Bosco, and St. Aquinas, so public high schools in their states can compete against them for football. I think IMG was attacked a couple years ago. I think the IMG can't recruit. The only way IMG can get a recruit is if it's the kid is recommended to them. So I don't think IMG can recruit around here in this area. But they recruit the nation though, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. IMG have recruiters that recruit the world. IMG bring kids from China. so yeah. But man, listen, the public schools recruit like a mug too. Ain't no different. Well, I ain't gonna say no different. Private schools may have more resources, but the public schools recruit too, big time. Ask Springs, ask Hialeah, some of these schools that get raped every year by these bigger public schools. Yeah, the recruiting thing across the board, bro. It really is. Let me ask a couple more of these questions. Nice hat and shirt, Eric. Pierre, appreciate it. Don, what's good? Yeah, the recruiting thing is across the board, though, dog. That's not a St. Thomas American Heritage thing. I tell you that. No, they can't recruit on the national level. Marvin, did y'all ever look into IMG? Did y'all ever think about IMG? Brandon Harrell said I'm going big. I ain't going that big, bro. Ain't on cowherd level yet. Do you think the general school systems in each state are harder on the charter schools because they have more resources? They can get best coaching and talent evaluators. Do you think in general school systems in each state are harder on charter schools because they have more resources? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think the general school system in each state are harder? Why do you say that they're harder on charter schools? Marvin say, hell no, excuse my language, my son isn't one of them kids for money or etc. Once he was at Northwestern, he's staying at Northwestern. I hear that. I hear that. I want to show y'all something. During the pandemic, I got into sports cars because I was home and I was bored. And I started buying a lot of cards. Then Panini came out with these digital cards that was online. They came out with these digital cards that were online. So I was like, man, maybe I'll buy them. Maybe I'll buy them and maybe they'll go up in cost. Because I know the world is going to digital. A lot of stuff's going to be digital, virtual. We're going to be able to put stuff on our eyes and the room change into this virtual world. And I knew this. So I started buying these cards. Just as an investment. And this is one of the cards that I bought. It was a DK Metcalf card. His rookie card is digital now. It's not a physical card. And I paid $105 for it. And this was back in May of 2020. I paid $105 for it. I have it on the auction to see how much people want it for now, and somebody has offered me $370 for this card. It's a digital card now. I can't touch it. Nobody can touch it. It's online. It has two sides. It's a one of one, so it's only one card made like this. But it's digital. There's a whole world of digital cards, and a whole world of digital cards out here. Let me show y'all. This is Panini's site. It's a whole world of digital cards out here. This card, 13 bids, 7 bids, 7 bids, $140 for this card, 77, 227 for Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is. It's a whole digital world out here. 305 for this soccer card. These are all digital cards. They're digital cards. You'll never be able to hold them. 450 for this card right here. John Morant. 355. Justin Herbert. All digital stuff. Lamar Jackson. $1,275. All digital cards. The card game has came back, and I don't think it's going anywhere now. I think it's going to be digital. There's no physical cards for these cards, for most of these cards. All of them are digital. The card game is back, and I don't think it's going anywhere. And I think this digital thing is going to get crazy because we're about to live in a digital world. We're about to live in a digital world, sort of like The Sims. Y'all know anybody ever played The Sims, the little game, and you can buy your house, you can buy all this stuff, and you ever seen somebody put a bunch of money into one of these little digital games, and you like, man, you put $5,000 in a video game? Well, I think our life is going to be like that, and we're going to have digital things like this to show in the digital world, and it's going to have value. So basically, I brought a DK Metcalf card. I have a few more though. I brought a DK Metcalf. I brought a few cards, just thinking that the price would go up. I brought it for $100. Somebody's offered me $370 for it. This is the type of stuff we got in CCI, man, that we try to help people. It's not just about stocks. You know what I'm saying? I talk about stocks a lot because you guys because you know what stocks are. But we just try to take $1 and make it $3. And we do it numerous different ways, through stocks, through cryptocurrency. And this is in CCI. There's other sites too with digital cards. There's another site where you can trade cards like stocks. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it though. It's a one of one. It's the only card like this. Somebody's offering me $375, $370, and I only brought it for $100. That's like 3 times my money. Right. That's all profit for the business. I'm assuming less cards, the more the card is worth. Right. A one of one, yeah, it's a big deal. If that was a physical card, that card probably be worth $3,000 or something. But in the digital world, I mean, I'm just going to sit on it. I think it'll just keep going up and up. It'll get there. Patience. Don, you say you be out there buying Robux for your kids? Yeah, there's no physical card for this card. There's a few that they were selling that had physical cards. Like this auction is going on right now. This card is worth $28,000. $28,000. This auction is going on right now. Well, I don't know if it's worth, but that's what an auction is at. I don't think there's any bids. So no, so the auction is going down. I forget, they call it a yeah, so the price of the cards will just keep going down until somebody buy it. I forgot what kind of auction they call it. But right now these cards are at $28,000. And they'll keep going down to a price until somebody buy them. But there were 9 cards up. There was 12 cards up here the other day. So somebody must be brought a few of them. This is an Inniss Wagner. And I think all of these are digital too. Let me see. Okay, so these cards as a gift with the purchase, the buyer will also receive a physical representation of the blockchain card that contains the actual player asset depicted. Please note that the autograph style on the swatch orientation may vary from the blockchain version to the. Okay, so these cards, they're going to send you whatever you buy off of auction, you'll get a physical one for these cards. But yeah, man, digital stuff is about to be the norm. Virtual, digital, we're going to be able to put on little glasses and lens and go into virtual world. Don say cards worth more than lots of land. If the player turns out to be a great player, the card goes up in value. Yeah, basically. If the player balls out. And I mean, that's an edge that we have. I mean, we watch sports, so we know if somebody can play or not. Yeah, so that's just something else. I want to run across you, man. Another way to make money. The car business is it's not a kid business anymore, man. It's a serious business, bro. There's $8,000 cars out there. There's some cars out there worth a lot of money. Lots and lots and lots of money. Oh man, what else is going on? Donovan Reed said, I found out your child could be all state, all county, first team, best film, and still will not get recruited. Donovan, talk to me, man. What do you mean you found that out? I want y'all to take a look at something, man. I want y'all to take a look at something for me, man. Some guy sold a Tom Brady rookie card for $1.3 million. Yeah. Which direction you think UM should go for in the portal? Linebacker, DB? Probably go get a linebacker, bro. I want y'all to look at this, man. Richard Cruz comes in here with us sometimes. He's in here. He talks. He seems like a well-read guy. But every now and then he blurts out and says something crazy, right? So late last night, this is what Richard Cruz. Can y'all see this? This is what Richard Cruz was posting in the comment section. And I want y'all to see it. And I want y'all to go answer. It's on the last Morning Breath Show. Morning Breath Show number 34. Richard Cruz said, if Dante Wright didn't commit a crime, and resist arrest, he will still be alive today. If Eric Garner didn't commit a crime and resist arrest, he would be alive today. If George Floyd didn't commit crimes and resist arrest, he would be alive today. If Michael Brown didn't commit crimes and try to take a police officer's gun, he would be alive today. This is Under the Morning Breath Show, number 34. Richard Cruz. I'm tired of answering Richard Cruz. I want y'all go talk to Richard Cruz, man. He don't get it, bro. Every now and then he acts like he get it, but then he always come back and say something goofy like that. So the last Morning Breath Show, y'all go check Richard Cruz out. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section. Y'all go talk to Richard Cruz for me, man. Explain to Richard Cruz that the stuff he's saying isn't true at all. You say he trolling, but he been here all the time. He always in here talking like, what he trolling for? He been here with us chatting it up all the time, but then that's the type of stuff he might be getting drunk at night or something. Start talking crazy. They don't mean they like you. You know how it go. We cool when we can entertain you. That don't mean they like you. Yeah, Cal. I know how it go. Hey, Don, you said you would have been banned him? I thought about it, but then I figured I'd let y'all go talk to him. Listen, bro, he comes right in here with us. He's always in here talking with us, but he's always saying questionable stuff like that. I'm trying to understand, but they say these things until it's their relative on the ground handcuffed, and then they understand. Then they understand, but because they don't go through those things, they can't really relate to them. Yeah, man, that guy's special, man. Cal said, you said we cool when we entertaining, Cal. And we ain't entertaining, Cal. We ain't worth nothing to him, huh? He said George Floyd was resisting arrest. But then he also came back and said the officer got everything he deserves. So I don't know if we're talking out both sides of his mouth. I don't know. But I know he said things like this too many times. And obviously that's how he feels. Richard Cruz, he could be a Spanish guy. Officer Tatum on YouTube. Who is that? That's the guy. Officer Tatum. This guy's an officer? What about Officer Tatum? I'm looking at his page now. The things he say will blow your mind. He used to be a cop. He quit his job to do YouTube. What do you mean the things he say will blow my mind? Let me listen to some of it. Is it bad? He quit his job to do YouTube. Let's see.
And ladies, I'm live again. You know, I didn't want to do this because I have other things I have to do. I have to get on a flight to go to Nashville tonight. But before I get on this flight, it is invaluable that I address this situation. Here we go again. People are talking about this shooting that occurred of 16 justified. Wrote a film. Now, the funny thing is that people are going to come out and protest this, but what about her life? She don't matter. She was getting ready to stab her in the neck. She didn't have a weapon. She up on the car getting ready to get stabbed by this girl. But I'm here to help you, because they're gonna put out on the news that this girl was unarmed. They're gonna have a picture of her when she was 3 years old and try to make her out to be this baby, which she could have been. But today, this is crazy that a 16-year-old girl is gonna stab a girl in front of the cops, in front of the police. And they had to utilize deadly force against her, unfortunately. And so I hope that you guys were paying attention. See the knife.
Honestly, man, I don't respond to garbage like that. Let me see some more of his videos, man. He frustrates you, man. Let's see what he say about this. I see he loves his American flag.
This oceanside Verbo is about to become the backdrop for an unforgettable vacation memory. One of the rare moments when kids just let themselves be kids.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies? I am live because I heard that the verdict is in. The George Floyd, you're committing felony robbery and you accidentally kill somebody, or you kill somebody unintentionally. That is second-degree murder in the statute of Minneapolis law. Does that sound like Chauvin? What felony was he in the course of committing and resulted in George Floyd's death? There's no felony there. But I'm telling you, man, like this wasn't a fair trial. I wish that it was. I wish that Maxine Waters would have shut her mouth. I wish that these politicians would have shut their mouth. I wish that people would have been telling them, do not riot or protest until after the verdict has been given. I wish you would have told the city to not pay out $27 million while they're picking jurors. $27 million in the same city that they're picking jurors. I wish they wouldn't have done these things. I wish they would have had a clean trial. Clean trial. And if Chauvin is guilty in a clean trial, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. If Chauvin is guilty or innocent in a clean trial, you won't hear nothing But when you do all of this stuff, you pay 27 million. The city paid 27 million out to the family. The mayor of the city says that there's no real outcome but Chauvin being guilty. You have Maxine Waters, a sitting congresswoman, flying into manslaughter. Okay, I think I've determined the second degree manslaughter was in this first part right here, subsection 1, by a person culpable negligence, whereby the person created an unreasonable risk and consciously taking chances of causing death or great bodily harm to another, right? So if a person is taking unnecessary risks, if it's in your training, how can they determine that you took an unnecessary risk if the risk factor was in your training, or what they're considering to be a risk was a part of your training? How can they determine that it's an unnecessary risk? You're following your training. You're using, and you could have used a greater amount of force, but he didn't. You could have never called the police or called the ambulance, convinced the jury.
All right, that's enough of him. I would have to get more into him. I can't tell what he's trying to say or what he's trying to do. Marvin, some dude, somebody brought up in here, asked me did I know him, so I pulled him up. I see he loves his American flag, so I can only imagine what he's talking about. It's called gifting. Don't really care about anything, but can make money on the situation. I mean, no, his channel's pretty big, man. His channel's pretty big. So anytime he go live, anytime he talk, he gets paid. I'm sure he has a lot of people backing. He probably have a lot of white supporters. You can tell. But there were black people in there paying him too. Don, you say don't bother? All right, I won't bother, though. Newkirk said he'll be on Fox. Don, he said, yeah. He said all that until it reaches his doorstep. Yeah. Until he's shown the color that he is. He said another Candace Owens. After January 6th, Newkirk said after January 6th, I'm convinced they know exactly what they are doing. He said Dylan Roof killed the whole church and got Burger King. See, you know what, Don? Okay, so I don't agree with those. Okay, right. If the police catch you in the act, they're going to fire your ass up. Like, if they catch you in the act, they're going to fire you up. Now, they tend to pull the trigger faster when it's a black life than when it's a white life. I saw a video where a guy was chasing the police with a crowbar, dog. Actually, chasing the police with a crowbar. And he didn't get shot. Yeah, but like if they catch you in the act, dog, they're gonna fire you up too. They police shoot white. Listen. The police shoot white people all the time. But we gotta ask ourselves, why isn't it showed on television? Like when they shoot somebody black, it's showed on television, man, they blow it up like a sitcom, bro. But they shoot white people every day. If the news showed the police shooting white people, I don't think the outrage will be there when they shoot black people. Because the way the news it makes it seem as if they only shoot black people. What's the difference in buying cryptocurrency and the regular stock market and commodities trading? I think crypto is at an early stage. Um, it's at an early stage. Things are growing from the fetal stage, so it's something that anybody can take advantage of now because of the prices that you can get the tokens at. 50 cent, 7 cent. You can buy thousands and thousands of those and just wait till they go up if they do go up. Cal Brand said, I disagree because we've been getting hot a long time. We've been talking about getting shot since our grandparents. Cal, I think if the news would show white people getting shot by the police, anytime somebody black gets shot by the police, it's breaking news. But I'm almost sure more white people get shot by the police than black people. I mean, I would have to take a guess. You know what I'm saying? If we really are only 17% of the population, like they say. I just think if they would show it more, we wouldn't think that the police was only shooting black people. Yeah. Maxim said they want to keep us divided. I believe you. I believe you. I believe it's done on purpose. I do. I think not. Don said, I think not. We the majority of the jail population. Don, what does that mean? What does that mean that we're the majority of the jail population? What they got to do with the price of tea in China? Talk to me. Of course, they outnumber us. However, how often are innocent white people getting shot or unarmed, should I say? What I'm saying is this. However they're getting shot, you know what I'm saying? If they were to show it more on television, if a black person gets shot, whether he unarmed, armed, whether it's good, they're going to show it and they're going to blow it up. It's going to be a big deal. But they don't show white people getting shot on TV as much as they should. Don, I've seen white people fighting cops and nothing happened. Nah, Don, you're right. I've seen white people fighting cops. I've seen white people take cop cars and drive them in circles. I've seen a guy the other day told the cop he gonna pull off. Man, I'm finna pull off. I'm leaving. I'm out. What? They just left. I don't think they shooting more black people, Don. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see if we can pull up some cricket numbers. I might be wrong. I think what it is yeah. I think the numbers may be higher, but I think the black people, Hispanic people, the rate is higher. Like say if it's say if we're only 17% of the population, 5% of us are getting shot, vice 1% of them are getting shot. So the rate is higher. I get that. Cal, I get that, Cal. I get that. It's almost as if a dog life matters more. Like they were more mad at Mike Vick for killing those dogs than they was mad at George Floyd dying on camera right in front of us. Seemed like. I get that. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody thinks they're right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks the way they were raised, they think they're right. We saw during Black Lives Matter, during COVID, that a lot of whites didn't realize that there was an injustice. They didn't realize that there was an equal. They feel like they work hard to get where they are, and a lot of them don't feel like there's a privilege. A lot of them don't feel like because they're living their life. If the police deal with them a certain way, that's how they know to deal with the police. The police deal with us different. Yeah, so sometimes, bro, like it's almost as if they have to be relearned also. They have to be retaught also, because they just live their life, and if they don't encounter a black person and see what a black person goes through, they think the police treats everybody the same. They think, hey, my dad was rich. He said he worked hard. He passed something down to me. That's the family way. They think everybody's life is like that. FOOTBALLVILLE, I'm a beginner when it comes to the stock market in general. Can you explain the difference between regular stocks, cryptocurrencies, and commodities? Yeah, I just told you that. The regular stock is on the stock market. Cryptocurrency is in Coinbase, Binance. They're like stocks, but they're tokens. They're tokens. Some will be worth a lot of money. Some won't be worth anything. But if I was you, I would look at them all the same. Financial instruments that you make money from, and just figure out how to make money from them. Don said they got on us for protesting, but when they stormed the Capitol, this place was a joke. Right. Nobody have nothing to say. Whatever happened to Blue Lives Matter, those same people that was fighting for Blue Lives Matter was running over police, disrespecting police. The same people, bro. The same people. I bet you don't see those clips get ran over and over again in history. Watch they slowly just go away. Will you believe the minute I moved to this white area, I got pulled over and got a ticket for going 70 and a 65. Every lawyer I contact ain't believe me. It's a double standard. They call those people who stormed the Capitol freedom fighters, but they call the people from Black Lives Matter anti-fascists. Man, listen, man. Yes, it's not our world. It's this country. I mean, they made the rules. It's theirs.
You have a system for consistently generating
Boss, you sound like I'm ready to shoot a video back in the 90s. Anthony, man, you sound like you need CCI, Anthony. I wasn't at the spring game, Anthony. I was. What you mean, man? We had a live show. I had a live show during the spring game. I wasn't there at all. Anthony told me I was at the spring game. Yeah, I wasn't there at all, big dog. So listen, man. Yeah, Anthony, 786-405-949. You sound like you need to sign up for CCI, Anthony. Tell me you just getting started. Let us help you out. Listen, in the description, bro. Got another token down there. You guys go get the free token. Just follow the directions, man. And it's gonna put free stuff in your wallet. You gotta go get a trust wallet. It'll put free tokens in your wallet. Who knows, man? The tokens may one day be worth 50 cents. You have 70,000 of them. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's they free now, just like Bitcoin was one day free. So in the description, I have two in the say free crypto. Go check them out. They're free, dog. You got time, y'all go check them out. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I gotta handle some stuff, man. But I appreciate y'all. Members, man, keep checking the community section. That's where everything is. And I appreciate you, members. I'm out.